Hi, this class focuses on the core. This is the class series that we worked on in our in-person class in March 2026. You don't need any props, just some water will be fine. Let's start with a body scan. You can come onto your back, or if you're more comfortable seated, you can always stay seated. If you're on your back, legs can be long or knees bent with your feet on the floor. And we'll just start first by noticing how our body is resting on the mat. Sensing first your feet or your heels and how they're making contact with the floor. Noticing your low back and the imprint it's making on the mat. Noticing any sensation you can feel in your low back. Shoulder blades and how they're resting. If one feels a little higher off the ground than the other one. Back of your head, if you're right in the center or slightly turned. And last, just notice your breathing without needing to change it. Just sensing where your body moves as you breathe in and out. As you're ready, set that information to the side. Take any little movements you like if you want to take a stretch. And we'll gently come into standing to start our joint mobility warm-up in standing. Starting with arm circles first, we'll go backwards to open up the chest and warm up the shoulders. Once you're feeling a little warmed up, you can take some different directions. Maybe the shoulders or arms come forward towards the floor or towards the ceiling. Just noticing what feels good to get a little movement. Let that relax, and we'll move to windmills. Cross the center of the body, alternating arms, big circles. Let the torso rotate, warming up the spine. Option to bend the elbows and pull against the air like you're swimming, warming up the shoulders a little bit more. Then let that relax, let the arms come down. Moving to the wrists like a wave in front of the body. You can wiggle the fingers to release the muscles in the hands. An option as the arms come down, pushing towards the floor. Floating up, pushing down. Noticing if your breath wants to move at a pace with your hands. 2 more. And let that rest. Bow and arrow is next. Palms forward, arms apart. Palms come together on one side. Pull back with effort and open. Repeat at your own pace. Head can follow the moving arm, so we're also warming up the neck. One more. Let the arms rest and start the second side. One more. And let that rest. Standing cat-cow, tuck the tail under, reaching forward, looking down towards the floor. You can bend your knees as you round your back. And come back to standing. Draw the hands and elbows back, chest forward, tail behind. You can look up if you like. Go between the two movements at your own pace. Noticing if you can increase the range of motion a tiny bit each time. One more. Let that rest. Moving to the side body, let's start with a gentle rotation, arm swing from side to side. Noticing the sensation and range of motion as you rotate. If one side moves a little more freely than the other, then bring it back to center and we'll lengthen the sides one at a time. Draw the armpit down towards the hip on one side and high five off to the side, or arm can come across the front of your chest if that feels better for your shoulder. Leading with a flat palm will give a little more sensation. Fingertips, a little lighter sensation. Contracting down and lengthening, maybe a little more range of motion. Two more. Then pause, reaching with the side we haven't worked with yet. Reaching with the side we've been working on, just to sense if there's any difference in the sensation or range of motion as we reach. Then start the second side. Two more. Let that rest. Alternating just the reaching part now in some different ways that you might reach during the day. Up high on a shelf, down low on the floor, across the counter, or under the sink. Just let your body notice and integrate any length that was just created by that release. Reaching with arms that might feel a couple inches longer than they normally do. Lengthening in your range of comfort. Then bring it back to center for the arm swing. Checking in just to see if it feels any different this time around. Might be a little smoother. Then back to center. Moving to the hips, imagine you're standing inside of a box. Reach the left hip to the left front corner, right hip to the right front corner. Just the range of motion that feels good. And let's add a half circle behind. Reaching forward still. Now sweep back behind you like the back half of a hula hoop from side to side. Going slower over any spots that feel a little bumpy or sticky. Getting smoother each time. Bring it back to center. Back corners of the box now. Add the half circle forward, front half of the hula hoop. Then take it all the way around the circle a few times, one way. And other way. And And back to center. Moving to the ankles now. Shift most of your weight to one foot so you can alternate from the outside edge to the inside edge of the other foot. Then start to trace around the edges of the foot in a circular motion, moving the knee, working ankle and knee mobility. Other way around. And release. Second side, outside to the inside edge. Trace the edges one way. Other way. And release. Just standing comfortably as we move to the neck, reach one ear towards the ceiling. For a little more stretch, you can bring your hand to the side, fingertips up, heel of the hand towards the floor. Gently wiggling the fingers like you're playing the piano will help release the hand a bit more. Release to center, second side. And release back to the first side, ear towards the ceiling. This time tuck the chin down like you're holding an apple underneath your chin. Face is relaxed. Release. Second side with the chin tucked down. And release. Just let your head move here any way it wants to move. If you want to look from side to side or draw a rainbow with your nose from one shoulder to the other. And when you feel acclimated, you can have a water break here, and then we'll get ready for our balance series. First, we'll start with some squats. Take your feet shoulder or hip distance apart. Imagine there's a board in front of your shins, so you sit back behind you without your knees moving forward. Press into your feet and squeeze your butt as you stand up. Warming up the glutes, activating the back side of the body. Help us prepare for balance. One more. And back to standing. We'll start with the feet close together, or you can create a little space if that feels more comfortable. Using your core for stability, we'll start with a little side bend, alternating sides. Fingertips trace up the side of the body, elbows towards the ceiling. Option for a little more range of motion for the arms. If you like, fingertips can reach all the way up towards the ceiling, come back down to the side body and slide down. Reaching up and sliding down. Just take the range of motion that feels best with your shoulders. One more each side. Let the arms come down and rest. Now changing the base of support, we'll start with one leg forward, one leg back. It can be lined up like a balance beam or a little bit wider like narrow railroad tracks. Draw your feet towards each other to feel a little bit more support in the legs. Then take the same movement side to side. You can change your range of motion here. Just a little more challenging with this foot stance. Option just to reach the elbow up and take it back down. One more each side. Let the arms come down, push off the back foot, shifting sides. The other foot is forward now. Set your stance a little bit more narrow or wide. Draw your feet towards each other for support. Choosing your option for the arms on this side. One more on each side. And let the arms come down. You can take the shoulders up, back and down, back into squats. Stabilizing the pelvis before we move into our second round. For the second round, we'll start with the right arm up, left leg behind. Alternate, left arm up, right leg behind. Keep the movement going. For a little more challenge, you can change your center of gravity by hinging forward just a bit and continuing the movement. Another option to hover the back foot off the ground for a few seconds before you switch sides. Take a break with both feet on the mat. We'll change the pattern now. Right arm up, right leg behind. So we're on the same side, arm and leg. Left side, right side. Alternating. Same option to hover the back foot and hold. Now bring it back to the opposite arm and leg. And we'll finish this round with a longer hold. The back leg goes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. And last time, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet come down back into squats. And we'll start our third round. One more squat. Third round, one arm comes up. Elbow can be out to the side or down a bit if that feels better for the shoulder. Opposite leg out to the side. Knee and elbow come towards the center of the body and back to start. They don't have to touch, they just both come towards the center. For a lot more challenge, you can try a couple with your leg hovering and not tapping the floor in between each rep. Or just try one or two and see how that feels. Three more. 3, 2, 1. Set your feet down. Let's take some hip stretches. Imagine there's a button over off to the side. You're going to tap it with your hip. Find some buttons around your hula hoop. Bending your knees to change the angle. Then take your hula hoop all the way around. And other way. Second side now. Three more. And set it down, hit the button side to side. All the way around the circle. And other way. And let's do one more set. Back to the first side. Three more. And set it down, little hip stretches. Hula hoop. And second side last time. Three more. 3, 2, 1. Set it down, hip stretch. And hula hoop. Other way. And last part for balance, we have star pose. You can set your kickstand with one leg, other arms go up. Keep your kickstand or pick it up, sending energy through your fingertips. You can hold your star with your leg elevated or lift and lower your arms to shine your star. Relaxing the face and your breathing. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Take a couple squats. Kind of looks like a standing snow angel a little bit there. One more squat. And the second side, star pose. Keep your kickstand or lift it up. Energy through your fingertips. Option to shine the star. Face is relaxed. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Last squats can be slow motion. And back to standing water break option. Then we'll move into stability. We'll start with some wood chops first. Palms come to center. We'll hinge and chop the fingertips to the outside edge of the right foot 3 times to warm up. Back to center. 2. And on this 3rd time, option to sweep all the way up to the left, down to the right, making a diagonal line, rotation for the spine. You can change the grip on your fingers any way you like here. Let's do 3 more. And let that relax. Shake out the arms, roll the shoulders back, and we'll take 2nd round, 3 warm-ups first, outside of the left ankle as we hinge. 3rd time now, you can sweep all the way up to the right. Two more. And let that rest. Arms can come down. Moving into anchor practice next. Feet can be on the outside edges of your mat, toes forward or slightly turned in. Send your hips back a bit so there's weight in your heels. Gently bend your knees, then draw your feet towards each other so you feel the insides of your thighs activating, possibly the glutes as well. Palms to thighs. Hinge forward, sliding the hands down the thighs. Keep the feet drawing together. Then draw the feet together still to help you come back up. Noticing if there's any sensation in your low back, helping you with the movement. Try not to fold quite so far so we can keep all the work in the legs. Working on building that lower body base of support. Let's take 2 more. And back to standing. 2nd round of anchor. Set your anchor, feet drawing together, palms together. Taking rotation, pushing across the center of your body, alternating sides. Anchor keeps the lower body in place, focuses all the rotation on the spine. Hands pushing against an imaginary door or giving an assertive high 5 or low 5 maybe. Notice if that range of motion can increase a little bit, or if your breath wants to match with the movement, you can always change your pace. Two more on each side. Back to center, release the anchor, shake it out. One more round of anchor, forward fold with extended mountain. Set your anchor, palms to thighs, fold forward. Feet drawing together to help you come back up. Option for the arms to sweep up overhead. You can take a little back bend if you like. Come back to neutral before the arms come down and we fold again. Going at your own pace, own range of motion. Arms don't have to come all the way up. Notice how your breath wants to help you with the movement. One more time. Let the arms come down and release the anchor. Next, we'll take standing baby cobra. Palms up against the wall. imaginary wall. Nose pointing at the wall, imagine you have a marble on top of your nose. Push that marble up the wall. As you push the marble, elbows can come down, maybe a little bit backwards. Take a little back bend here if you like. Then slow motion, release out. And take it again, push the marble up, elbows draw down, little back bend, and release out. Take a few more at your own pace. As you push the marble, we work to lengthen the spine. One more. And release, let the arms come down. Water break option, we'll do one breath practice and then we'll bring it down to the mat. Working with 360 breath today, bringing the hands to the belly, sending your breath into your hands, into your belly, little expansion underneath your hands. Taking a full exhale with each breath. Two more. Next position is side body. You can use your fingertips against your side body, palms of your hands or back of your hands, whatever feels more comfortable here. Let the shoulders be relaxed, sending your breath expanding outward from your sides. Gentle pressure of your fingers can help you feel that a little better. Face is relaxed. Two more. Next position is the back body. It can be a little bit trickier to reach. You can try for your low back or mid back, or if it's not that comfortable to reach back there, you can just imagine sending your breath into your back body. Two more. Let the arms rest. Last position is collarbones, fingertips up to the collarbones. Breathing all the way up to the top of your lungs. Exhaling completely between each breath. One more. And let the arms rest. Now we'll try to put it all together in one complete breath. You can use your hands as we go through each position, or just use your mind and let your arms relax. We'll go as an inhale to the belly, out to the sides, into the back body, up to the collarbones, and exhale. Go through at your own pace, with or without your hands. One more. When you're ready, let your arms come down. Now we're going to come down to the floor on our bellies to try that breath with the floor beneath our bellies. You can let your head rest on your arms or any way that's comfortable, and just take that practice of your breath at your own pace in this position. Noticing how this position changes the sensation. Maybe having a little more access to fill the back body with air. 2 more. When you're ready, let that go. Coming to baby cobra, hands underneath the shoulders, top of the feet on the mat. Relax your glutes a bit here, looking down at the floor, imagining that marble still on top of the nose. Push the marble forward towards the top of your mat to lengthen the spine. Option to take a little back bend. Notice if you can keep some of the work out of the glutes so the low back can take some of the strengthening in this position. When you're ready, exhale and lower down. Let it go before you start again. Push the marble forward to lengthen the spine. Light work in the glutes as we take a little back bend. Exhale down. Going at your own pace through the motion with a focus on attention to the muscles that are working. So the amount of back bend, the height that you come up off the mat isn't as important as our focus right now on the balance of the muscles that are doing the work. Can the top of your feet help to counterbalance you as you let the low back take the opportunity in this position for some strengthening instead of the glutes taking over all the work? Let's take 2 more. When you're ready, let that relax. You can come onto your back. Take a moment to let your body settle. When you're ready, slide your feet to the mat. Take a foot press for stability. Release the foot press. Moving to arch and flatten. Rock your pelvis forward towards your heels, creating a little arch in your low back. Let your belly relax as your pelvis tilts forward. Exhale, release everything towards the mat. Let everything go. Other way, tuck the tail under, contract the abdominals to press the spine down onto the mat, and release. One more time forward. Pelvis rocks towards the heels. Little arch in the low back. Compress your shoulder blades down a little bit more to grow the arch higher in your back. Exhale, release. Tuck the tail under, contract the abdominals, and press the spine down onto the mat. And release. That movement helps us to let go of the front and back body Have a couple more core exercises. Palms on the floor, arms at your sides, bridge pose is next. Tuck the tail under, press your arms and hands into the floor, press your feet down to lift your seat up. And you can hold your bridge pose or slowly lift and lower. If you're holding, notice your footprints, making perfect footprints in the sand, equal pressure across your feet. Palms are pressing down, arms are pressing down. Can you find your 360 breath? Faces relaxed, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Knees to chest for a little break or any other resting position you like. Option to rock side to side. Let's go one more round, feet to the floor. Tuck the tail under, arms press down, feet press down, lifting the seat. 360 breath. Ten more seconds. Noticing your footprints, equal pressure across your foot. 3, 2, 1, lower down, knees to chest or other resting position. And feet come down, we'll get ready for leg circles here. Keep the left foot on the floor, tuck the tail under, kick the right leg up so the thighs are parallel. Keeping the tail tucked under, start drawing some circles with your big toes, starting from your hip. So your hip is doing the work, your leg is along for the ride. We'll go a couple times around one way and then take the opposite direction. As we switch directions, it takes a little more work from our core. If you feel your low back arching or not wanting to stay tucked under, take your foot up a little higher towards the ceiling and do your circles towards the ceiling. For a little more challenge, if you can keep your tail tucked under, you can lower your leg down closer to the mat. Keep alternating your circles. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Then draw the right knee to the chest. Lying crossbody stretch. Left leg goes long. Guide the right knee across the center of the body over to the left. Keep both shoulders on the mat. Head can turn right. Let the right leg be heavy and release towards the floor. As you're breathing, noticing if you can send your breath into your top hip, helping the leg relax a little bit more. A few more breaths. And strong core to help you unwind. Set the right foot down, leg circles with the left side. Tuck the tail under, kick the left foot up. Tail's tucked under, start your circles. Alternating every couple times you go around the circle. If the low back is doing the work, leg comes up towards the ceiling. Noticing if you can keep that work in your core. Ten more seconds. Left knee to chest. Right leg goes long. Lying cross body stretch to the right, left leg across the center of the body. Strong in the core to transition, left knee bends. Both feet on the mat. To the outside edges, let's take windshield wipers, knees drop from side to side. Then one-legged knee to chest, come back to center. Holding the right knee towards the chest, or you can take it out to the outside edge of your mat towards your right shoulder. You can stay here, stir your knee, or come into half happy baby, reaching for the right ankle or underneath the right foot. Option to sway from side to side. Right foot comes down and switch sides. Left knee comes to chest. You can hold here or stir or just guide it back and forth. Or take half happy baby on this side. Then put it together, both knees to chest or full happy baby. Both feet come down for torso release. Cross the right leg over the left. Let both knees fall to the right. Head can turn left. Release your belly to let your knees fall towards the floor. Contract your belly to draw your knees back up. We'll take it 2 more times to the right. Knees drop. Release the belly. Contract the belly to draw the knees up. And last time to the right, knees drop. Contract the belly, draw the knees up. At the top, uncross the legs and cross them the other way. Now the left leg is on top and the knees drop to the left. Head can turn right. Let the weight of the top leg help draw your knees closer to the floor. Belly's released so the knees can fall. Contract the belly, draw the knees up. 2 more. Knees drop. Release the belly. Contract back up. And last time. Knees drop. Belly releases. Contract the belly, draw the knees up and uncross the legs. Windshield wipers, knees drop side to side just to notice if there's any change in the range of motion here. And come back to a foot press for stability. And we'll go into our lower body release. Keep the left foot on the floor, step the right foot towards the ceiling. You can hold the back of your right leg for support as you point and flex the right foot. Big range of motion for the ankle. What feels best here today. Then add a bend of the knee as you draw your toes back towards your shin. Bend your knee. Then straighten your leg and point your toes. Continue a few more times. Using some effort so you feel the muscles contract and you feel the muscles lengthen. Using the range of motion that's available to help release the back side of the leg. Pause with your knee bent. Ankle circles one way. Big circles that feel, at least the biggest circle that feels comfortable. How's that? Other way around. Then figure 4, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Right knee opens to this side. Toes can draw back to support the knee. Option for your left foot to come off the mat, drawing the knees closer to the chest. In this position, you can also rock side to side if you feel supported. Or setting the foot down is another way to find a little more support for rocking. And both feet come down, switching to the second side. Left foot steps towards the ceiling. Point and flex the foot. Add a knee bend. Pause with your knee bent, ankle circles. Other way. Figure 4. Both feet come down, foot press. Release the foot press for the last arch and flatten. Rock the pelvis forward towards the heels. Gentle arch in the low back. Belly's relaxed. Exhale, release. Tuck the tail under. Flattening the spine onto the mat. And release. And let your legs go long. Imagine a steering wheel underneath your low back. Turn the steering wheel to the right so your right hip hikes towards your right armpit. Right leg feels shorter, left leg feels longer. Let the feet point or flex if they want to move. Then take it to the other side. Left hip hikes towards the left armpit. Right leg feels longer, left leg feels shorter. Alternate from side to side, moving the head or the feet any way they want to move. Just helping to release the muscles around the pelvis a tiny bit more as we sway the hips from side to side. And when you feel ready, you can let that go, noticing if there's any other little movements or adjustments your body wants to make. And then choose how you'd like to take your body scan, legs long or knees bent with your feet on the floor. And we'll notice now how our feet or our heels are making contact with the floor. Noticing the low back, imprint on the mat and any sensation. Shoulder blades and how they're resting. Back of the head. And breathing. Noticing if we can fill up that 360 space a little bit more easily. And feel free to rest here a little while longer, taking any other movements that you like. As you're ready, you can gently turn to one side and come into seated. Thanks for practicing. Hope you feel a little bit better now than when we started, and you have a good rest of your day. Take care.